Hey everybody, it's Amanda. Today I'm going to show you my very first 30-day emergency food supply. Okay, so everybody understands that 2020 has been a different kind of year. And I think if there is any lessons that we have learned this year, it is the need to make sure that we have some food storage. You never know when things are going to change, when there are going to be shortages. And we have always really tried to have some kind of backstock in our regular pantry. But this year we've really taken it a lot more seriously. And frankly, Rick and I have been busy here in the month of December setting our goals for 2021. We're planning our word of the year. And we're thinking more towards what kinds of things we want to focus on in the coming year. And one of those things is preparedness, specifically when it comes to our food supply. So we got a 30-day food supply. And today I'm going to unbox it and see what comes in it. It's the first time I've not even opened it. I only know what I've seen online. And it's going to be, you know, an exploratory project with us. And then he and I later are going to taste on another video the items that come in here and just let you know what it tastes like. So this video is going to be considered sponsored content. We do have a website where you can purchase this if you are interested. A 30-day food supply is normally $297. That's 284 servings of food. And this has up to a 25-year shelf life. And if you go through our website, which is linked down in the description box, then you can actually get it for $197. So I'm going to put a link down there and you can check out all the details there. But know in advance that this is a new project for us, but something that we feel really, really strongly about. In fact, this product comes, it's USA made, and we are really, really trying to think locally and think globally, and you know, making good choices. So today, the unboxing, and then hopefully a little later this week, we're going to get to trying some of this. So let me show you what the boxes look like, and I'm going to show you what it looks like as we pull things out. Okay, so the boxes are a bucket. It's a big giant bucket. It's dark. There's really nothing to make it look fancy, which is kind of good. I like that it's practical. You know, one of the things that is important to note is that these buckets could be used for carrying water if you had an outside water source. They're about 5-gallon buckets. And by the way, this 30-day food supply requires 14.6 gallons of water to make all of the food that's in here. So all the food is going to just be add water and heat, and you need to heat it for about 10 to 15 minutes for it to be good. So you'll need to spend an additional $9 approximately if you were like me and you went to your local Walmart and they have a gallon of water for 60 cents, and to get, you know, about 15 gallons would be about $9. So just keep that in mind. You'll need to store water with it as well, or would be a wise precaution. But anyway, these buckets, if you needed to, could be used for water storage as well once you took all the things out of it. But I also like that they look, you know, stackable. Put it up here. So you could stack them if you needed the storage space. This would be good for like a closet or something. And I just like things that are useful, practical, neat, easy to organize. And I do like that about these. So I have not opened one. To open it, there is a little pull tab on the side. I hope you can see that. Right here. Little pull tab. I have not opened either of these buckets. They are labeled 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, so we're going to open the 1 of 2 first. And like I said, I've never opened this, so I hope it's easy to open. So I pulled the tab, and I'm just pulling it around. It doesn't feel very hard to open. That was a little hard. And it broke off, and I think it was supposed to, because it actually says lift on this end, and it doesn't say lift on that end. It looks like there's a separation. So it looks like you lift it sort of backwards. I mean it when I say this is the first time I've opened this. There we go. I'm a pretty strong girl, I like to think. So if you were smaller than me, this might be a challenge. But I got it. Ooh, I'll tell you this. there's got to be oatmeal in here. The first thing I smell when I open it is oatmeal. So it opens like that. But the first thing I see, I'm gonna move this out of the way, when I open it is this package, which says long grain rice. So that's pretty solid. And it was manufactured, it says, on the 24th of October, 2020. So it was just manufactured recently. So that's important to know. And we'll see what else is in here. So there's 1 rice, 2 rice, 3 rice, 4 rice. And then we get to a different product which says home style potato soup. And this one says it was manufactured on the 10th of November 2020. So again, it's made very recently. And it says made with pride in the USA, by the way. Again, up to a 25-year shelf life. So, you know, the idea, a lot of these things you could definitely buy rice inexpensively at your store, and there are ways to store it because it's already pre-done in the smaller packaging. So it's convenient. By the way, this also is a home-style potato soup, and it says it's made with hearty potatoes, onions, and a creamy chicken-flavored broth. So there's the second one. And try to keep it neat. Another home-style potato soup, and then this must be the oatmeal that I was smelling. This is actually a larger package of oatmeal. This was manufactured on the 30th of October, 2020. And it says made with old-fashioned oats, maple flavoring, and a pinch of brown sugar. The actual ingredients are on the back, and the actual ingredients are more than that. So you'll definitely want to check that out. But big package of Maple Grove oatmeal. And then here's the second one. These are 8 half-cup servings. So 4 cups in each pouch of the maple oatmeal. Here's another oatmeal. Ooh, try not to drop them. I might have to set them down next to me. Another oatmeal. Another oatmeal. Which we eat a lot of oatmeal here, so that's not going to be uncommon for our family. Alright, so this is creamy chicken flavored rice. Now the front says a savory combination of rice, vegetables, in a rich chicken-based broth. So this is manufactured on the 19th of November. Again, these are all really recently manufactured, which is good. Also up to a 25-year shelf life. It does say it's best to store this emergency food in a dry, cool location, a dark area if possible, at temperatures between 55 and 70 degrees. Actual shelf life varies based on individual storage conditions. And it did say on the website that the storage conditions, it lasts longer the cooler it is kept. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, this one is a 4-serving container, or package I should say. Another creamy chicken flavored rice. 2 more creamy chicken flavored rice. And then we have another creamy chicken flavored rice. And then I have 1, 2, 3 creamy Alfredo pasta. Al dente noodles cooked in rich, creamy and cheesy Alfredo sauce. Again, all of the actual ingredients are on the back. I won't go over all of those. This is the 5th of November, 2020. Again, everything made recently. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these back into the box, and then we will look at box 2 of 2, or I should say bucket 2 of 2. Okay, I was a little worried that it would be complicated to get it back in the bucket. It wasn't. They went in very nicely, and I can just snap it closed. So that's ready to go be stored, and it didn't take me any time at all. So I'm going to see what's in the next bucket. Again, I have not opened these, so I'm just going to pull the tab on the side of this one, just like I did the other one. And it's not very hard to pull this. I think anybody could pull this. I'm a little worried about this lifting again. I'm going to do it in real time so you can see what it's actually like. This one was a lot easier, but I think maybe I just understood how it worked a little better this time. So, you know, maybe it was user error. Anyway, when you open it, it smells like strawberry. Yeah, I mean, I like a cereal kind of strawberry. But on the top, it says powdered whey milk. So it's nothing else on the front to differentiate it. It was made, and this is one that was made least recently, but it was still 29th of September 2020. Again, has a up to a 25-year shelf life. And there's just 2 packages of that. And this must be that strawberry flavor. It's strawberry flavored creamy wheat. So I guess another breakfast option. 13th of November 2020 is the creation date. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3 of those. And this is cheesy broccoli and rice soup, chopped broccoli, select seasonings, and a cheese sauce. 17th November 2020. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Four servings of that. Or 4 packages. I shouldn't say servings, because each one actually has 4 servings in it, so there's 16 servings of that. Mac and cheese made with semolina elbow noodles and a rich sauce with real cheddar cheese. This is also 4 servings, made 13th of October 2020. There's 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's see. Orange energy drink. Now, what you may not know about me is I did ROTC and I did some military training at some point in my life, and I remember having to have an orange energy drink. It was something they did in the military, and it was to keep your, I guess, your energy up during training. But so that's what this reminds me of when I think about this. So this actually says on it, it has up to a 30-year shelf life. And it says formulated with essential vitamins A, C, and D. And there's 8 servings in this container. So this is probably, this 30-day food supply is supposed to be 2,000 calories a day. I'm sure this is going to be part of that 2,000 calories a day. In an emergency situation, I'd be very thankful for it. So it's just something to keep in mind. So anyway, there's 1 of those, 2 of those. These were manufactured, by the way, the 26th of September 2020. So that's kind of one of the older ones. There's the 3rd one. There we go. And then in here we have a buttermilk pancake mix. 10th of November 2020. It says golden brown buttermilk pancakes and waffles. Convenient and comforting breakfast. You know, in an emergency, this would be a great blessing. I would think to myself, I'm having waffles. No, I wouldn't. I would just be glad to eat anything, but you know, the fact that they're here. These also have a 30-year shelf life, it says on their packaging, up to. So there's 3, there's 4 buttermilk pancake waffle mix. And then chocolate pudding. You know, could I handle emergency better with chocolate? I think so. Says creamy chocolate pudding is the perfect dessert, and they're not lying. And there's 2 packages of these, and each of these have 10 servings. So it's good that there are, first of all, it does count in your calorie count, but also you would need something comforting. Believe it, there's a lot to be said in an emergency situation for keeping your spirits up. Even if you have all the things you need, but you can't keep your spirits up. And I know I'm making a joke about it, I'm making light of it, but chocolate would be helpful in that circumstance. Especially, I mean, I don't have small children, I don't have young children. If I had younger children, having things like chocolate pudding, macaroni and cheese, pancakes, you know, it'd be helpful. These buckets have a lot of comfort foods, things that would, I think, definitely help you to deal with a difficult situation. Okay, so overall, I feel like this is a really good start, and I am very excited to have a 30-day food supply. This is something I've wanted for a really long time, and now is really the time that, like I said, it's really just come to our attention that we need to make it a priority. And thankfully, we're at a place financially that we are able to afford it. You know, we've made a lot of choices over the years. so that we can do this. And so this is a good first step. So I'm very excited to try these foods. I don't know what they taste like yet, but being that they are simple foods, I imagine that they probably taste very similar to, you know, what we would expect in oatmeal or macaroni and cheese, or, you know, any of the other things to taste like. So we're gonna give those a try, and we are going to share the taste with you. Keep in mind that since they are made for a 25 to 30 year shelf life, I'm sure that the taste will be a little bit different, but anyway, we'll find out, and we're just gonna see how this goes. But I am so looking forward to being more focused on preparedness. It's something, like I said, that if you followed my channel for a long time, then you might know that my first blog was actually called Mama Prepper, and I've been in the preparedness game for a long time, just quietly, just doing my thing. And but my husband hasn't always been into it, and of course, like many of you, this year opened his eyes, so now he's like super into it, and we're making some choices together. So we're gonna share with you any of the other things that we get, but this is just, I feel glad to know that we have it, you know, and it fits in a couple of buckets. You know, having just a few weeks worth of food in my house fills all these cabinets and my freezers, and I just feel like, you know, to have 30 days worth of emergency food packed in 2 buckets that I can tuck in a corner and just know it's there, it's just really reassuring. So anyway, I told you that you can find more information about it on my website, which is linked down below, and you can save that $100. I mean, that's a mighty big savings if this is something you're interested in, and you can compare prices for a 30-day emergency food supply, and I think you'd find that it's actually a very good deal. So that's that. I would love to hear your comments. Let me know what you thought about the 30-day supply. Let me know if you are preparing, if 2020 has had the same impact on you and you are thinking that this is definitely something you want to be doing here going forward. So anyway, that's that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.